Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about topics of 2025, how artificial intelligence is reshaping our jobs, careers, and the entire concept of work as we know it. Let's start with some perspective. Remember back in 2020 when remote work seemed revolutionary? Well, that was just the appetizer. The AI revolution we're experiencing now is the main course, and it's a lot to digest. So what's actually happening on the ground in 2025? First, let's bust some myths. No, robots aren't taking all our jobs, at least not yet. But AI is dramatically changing which skills are valuable and which ones, well, not so much. The most significant shift we're seeing is what I call the middle squeeze. Highly routine cognitive jobs that used to provide solid middle-class incomes are facing the most pressure. Think about paralegals, radiologists, customer service representatives, and even some software developers. These roles aren't disappearing entirely, but they're being hollowed out, with AI handling the routine parts, while humans focus on exceptions and edge cases. Let me give you a concrete example. Law firms that once employed dozens of junior associates to review thousands of documents now use AI systems that can process millions of pages overnight. The junior associates still exist, but there are fewer of them, and their work is more about verifying and making judgment calls on what the AI has flagged. But here's where it gets interesting. Contrary to what many predicted, some of the biggest winners in this new economy aren't just technical roles. We're seeing what I call the human premium. Jobs that require genuine emotional intelligence, creativity, and ethical judgment are actually seeing wage increases. Teachers who can inspire students beyond what an AI tutor can provide. Nurses whose bedside manner makes patients feel truly cared for. Community organizers who can build genuine human connections. These roles are becoming more valued, not less. Another surprising winner? Small business entrepreneurs. AI tools that were once only available to giant corporations with massive tech budgets are now accessible to almost anyone. A solo entrepreneur today can leverage AI for everything from market research to content creation to customer service, allowing them to compete with much larger organizations. Of course, there are very real challenges. The pace of change is leaving many workers behind. The Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that about 18% of workers will need significant reskilling in the next 3 years just to remain employable in their current industries. That's millions of people, and the transition isn't happening evenly across geographic areas. Cities with strong tech ecosystems like Austin, Bangalore, and Singapore are seeing economic booms, while regions that were already struggling with deindustrialization are facing even tougher times. What about the much-discussed 4-day workweek? Well, it's complicated. Some companies have indeed leveraged AI to boost productivity enough to reduce working hours without cutting pay. But others have used AI to eliminate jobs entirely and extract more work from fewer employees. The technology itself is neutral. It's the business and policy decisions around it that determine the outcomes. So what can you do to position yourself in this rapidly changing landscape? 3 key strategies stand out. First, develop your uniquely human skills. Emotional intelligence, ethical reasoning, creative problem-solving, and interpersonal communication are increasingly valuable precisely because they're difficult for AI to replicate. Second, become an AI collaborator, not a competitor. The most successful professionals I've interviewed don't try to outperform AI at tasks like data analysis or content generation. Instead, they've mastered the art of creating effective prompts, verifying AI outputs, and knowing when human judgment needs to override algorithmic recommendations. Third, embrace continuous learning, but be strategic about it. Not every skill is worth investing in. Focus on areas where human expertise and AI capabilities complement each other rather than compete. There's also a broader conversation we need to have as a society. The productivity gains from AI are massive, but how those gains are distributed is a political and social question, not a technological one. Some countries are experimenting with stronger safety nets, universal basic income, or even digital dividends, payments to citizens from AI-generated wealth. Others are taking a more hands-off approach. What's clear is that we're in the middle of an economic transformation as significant as the Industrial Revolution, but happening at a much faster pace. The rules of the game are being rewritten in real time. I'd love to hear your experiences with AI in your workplace. Are you seeing these trends play out? Has AI changed your job for better or worse? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by all this change, remember, previous technological revolutions have ultimately created more jobs than they destroyed. The key is making sure we manage the transition in a way that works for everyone, not just those who own the algorithms. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe for more amazing content.